Hey, welcome back, Rankers. If you came out and saw me in Cairns last week, thank you very much. I had an absolute ball, met a saltwater crocodile named Sugar, and she was lovely. And a carpet python and a whole bunch of wonderful people, and I hope you'll be back soon. That was a lot of fun. So, I wanted to carry on from last week about our revenue model because I developed a couple of techniques recently which I will be teaching at the Gold Coast Retail Global workshop only. I'm not going to be doing these publicly. But what I will be telling you today is that it isn't anything different to what we've been talking about in the past, right? So all of these things, it's in my videos. How I'm putting it together now is a little bit different, and that's proprietary nature. But essentially, you can do this at home. Now, this is what I showed you last week, and I've just extended the date range. I'm recording this on March 30, and it is March 30. So we can see there it's 93% up on the previous year. Our Google revenue is up 151%. Interestingly, once again, our organic traffic is still down 32% because we're buying a lot of that now, right? However, the organic traffic is down, but the revenue is up 29%, okay? And that's because of these other changes that we've been doing. So, you might say, well, Jim, how much did you spend on ad? Well, good question. Our return on spend, including Google ad spend and our fee for that client, is 1,600% this month, okay? That's including our fee. That's hard to do, right? So this is the ad spend. It is up $3,100 from last March, and that has produced an extra $82,000 thereabouts. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good return. And then I went and had a look at another client because this client, they only sell $1 to $2 items, 50-cent items, little things. Sometimes they only sell one, right, and they lose money on the transaction. But we just set a small ad campaign up for him because we said, oh, well, you know, you should be able to do some ads, and because it's very cost prohibitive to market this sort of stuff, right? So we set that up for him, but he rang earlier in the month and said, it's just not working. We had a look at the return on ad spend. He just wasn't getting it. It was down at 300 or 400%, which is not great for what he's selling, and especially because we like to get up around 1,000%. Now, the products, the ad products we were using on his site were the AI products within Google. And they rely, as I've said in the past, a lot on the structure of your site and how well it's structured. Do you have structured data? Are your merchant feeds all up to date? For the dynamic search ads, they don't require a merchant feed. So, you know, where's all your content and is it, can we scan it? Can we get in there? All those sorts of things. So, and then, you know, your normal speed and everything else. So we hadn't done any of those sorts of things to his site because it's just, essentially they're kind of SEO. And I just said, look, just go and do this, 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 and this. And I gave him 3 things. And those three things what I'm going to be teaching in the workshop. And he went and did it himself. Now, he's not a technical person, and these weren't necessarily that technical for him to do. But the results is that his traffic this year is up 66%. And as you can see, you know, 70% of his paid traffic is right up, right? So we've bought a lot of traffic for him. And the result of that, the traffic he was buying last year basically didn't give him any, well, he gave him one sale for $10. This year he's had a 48,000% increase on his revenue. Sorry, there's flies in the studio. This year we've got a 48,000% increase on Google ad revenue. That's pretty cool. Organic is more insane. You can see here, we're only slightly up on organic. Organic's only a little bit up, and we're not doing any organic for him. Keep that in mind. No organic, and his sales are up 77,421%. And this has only happened since we've made these changes on the 7th of March, right? But, you know, 33,000% up for his direct traffic. whole range of just ridiculously awesome numbers. Month on month, it's more than doubled. I think it's overall, what's the site? It's up nearly 600% on revenue. It's just crazy, right? And these are simple things to do. Now, if you are interested in finding out how we do this, it does not work for every retailer. Let me emphasize and stress that. And the reason it doesn't work for every retailer is that some retailers just can't handle it. Case in point, the one I showed you last week, their revenue is now tanking because someone decided in this organisation, which is a larger organisation, that they were going to change the hero page that was generating all the revenue. Okay, that's an internal decision. It's a bit soul destroying if you're working on it when you're seeing these sorts of numbers, but that's why it just doesn't work for everyone, right? So if you are coming to the workshop, keep that in mind. You've got to be a fairly agile organisation, fairly aware and focused on the lead measures and the metrics that you need to be. And when I talk about lead measures, I'm talking about, just the things we've always talked about. Speed, ease of use, errors, uptime, everything, all the SEO stuff, right? So I had another client recently say, I can't see any SEO in this proposal. I said, everything's SEO, right? Everything's SEO because all that Google's trying to do is provide the most relevant result for the user. That's a really great experience. Our job is to make your website a really great experience for the users and get stuff Google. We'll use your ad products. And if you want to send us organic traffic because we're awesome, do it because we're going to make more money from it. But we're not going to go and try to bow to the algorithm or, try to trick the algorithm because at the end of the day, we can make more money doing 3 simple things. Hope to see you at the workshop, end of May 2019. Tell your friends, hey, share the video, subscribe if you like it. Thanks very much. Bye.